There is a fire burning inside, but it's silent. You feel it every day, gnawing at you, twisting in the pit of your stomach, screaming for something more. You're surrounded by others who want you to blend in, to follow the rules, to fit their mold. They crave belonging, the easy warmth of a tribe, a label, a group that tells you who you are. But deep down, you know that's a lie. That craving to belong, it's a trap. It dulls the edges of who you really are. It demands you trade your raw, unruly becoming for the comfort of fitting in. You've seen it before, the meetings where innovation dies because everyone nods along to what's safe. The moments you held back because your ideas felt too wild to share. The endless compromise, where you watered down your vision until it barely felt like yours. That's what the world wants from you. To belong, to not rock the boat, to accept their reality as yours. It promises security, but delivers conformity dressed as freedom. You're chained to expectations, to systems designed to keep you average. But what happens if you refuse? What if belonging becomes the enemy and becoming the true path? What if the real power is granting yourself permission to shed every label, every comfort, every arbitrary boundary society placed on you, and just become? Not who your country says you should be, not who your family expects, not the version of yourself programmed by history and culture, but the raw, untamed you who's hungry to break out and build a new reality. This is where the magic starts. Becoming is a violent act. It's terrifying and beautiful because it means stepping into unknown territory. It means burning yesterday's maps and setting the course by nothing but the fire inside you. It's about being radically sovereign, where your will isn't bent by tradition, status, or comfort, but is sharpened like a weapon, ready to carve out new truths. Becoming demands you question everything, including your own beliefs, assumptions, and fears. It forces you to unlearn the lies you've been handed since birth. You are not born to conform. You are born to disrupt, to transcend the systems that want to process you and spit you out as another cog. Look around. The world is overloaded with sameness. People trained to fit, to settle, to obey invisible rules disguised as freedom. That is death disguised as life. The rarest power is not found in power structures, corporations, or flags. It's found only in those who burn from inside, those who reject comfort and consensus, and choose becoming over belonging. This is not just philosophy, it's survival. Because when you choose belonging over becoming, you lose the thing that makes you unstoppable, your authentic self. The self that refuses to settle, that's hungry for the breakthrough, the evolution, the thing nobody else sees yet, but you know is coming. Choosing belonging is risk-averse. It's a slow death of potential. Choosing becoming is chaos, and the only chaos that births the future. Here's the hard truth that most won't tell you. The system isn't broken because of lack of talent. It's broken because it refuses to align with brilliance. It consumes uniqueness and turns it into noise. You're not missing. You're misaligned. The infrastructure for greatness doesn't exist in the comfortable places you've been told to look. It's found on the edges, in the rebellious few who dare to own the fire inside rather than bury it beneath convenience and consensus. So, what do you do when the world insists you belong, but your soul screams to become? The answer is deceptively simple and insanely hard. First, become ruthless about who you allow in your life. Belonging auctions your soul piece by piece because it demands compromise. Becoming demands selection. Align with the few who spark your fire, challenge your mind, and don't ask you to be less than who you are. These aren't communities of comfort. They're networks of power, wild, raw, and built to last. Second, let go of the illusion of control. Real becoming is the act of surrendering every comfort zone you cling to, every certainty that masks fear. It's embracing risk and uncertainty because growth doesn't happen in safety. The leaders, founders, and visionaries you admire didn't follow maps. They burned them. Every major breakthrough came from someone saying, "I won't wait. I won't belong to this system." Third, be patient. Not just patient, but patient with purpose. The future isn't built overnight. Becoming takes time, grit, and relentless belief. Eternity honors those who endure. Don't be fooled by instant gratification or the crowd chasing quick wins. You're crafting a new reality, one layer at a time. One bold thought, one no-compromise decision, one refusal to settle. Here's the most crucial shift. Start seeing yourself as a force of transformation, not a passive player in a system designed to cage you. You don't need permission to be exceptional. You don't need approval to disrupt the status quo. Your most dangerous tool is your will. It's the weapon that shatters illusions, the light that exposes fake truths. The world will try to sell you belonging every day. It will tell you that security is worth more than freedom, that stability is better than chaos. But belonging is prison disguised as home. Becoming is liberation, even if it burns down everything you thought you knew. It's choosing to live on your terms, not theirs. Imagine a world where becoming is the norm, where every individual owns their power and connects with those who fuel their fire instead of smother it, where the rare aren't isolated but united. This isn't a dream. It's a rebellion waiting to ignite, and it starts with you saying no to belonging and yes to becoming. Don't settle for the comfort of labels and safe spaces. Don't let the system turn you into a checkbox on a form. Break free from the chains of belonging. Embrace your edge. Burn the rule book. Choose becoming. Because when you do, you don't just change your story, you rewrite reality itself. You become the signal in the noise, the spark that ignites a wildfire, the one who doesn't just navigate the future, but creates it. There's no roadmap for this journey. There's only you and the fire burning inside. The question is, will you bury it to fit in, or will you let it burn everything else down and finally become who you were always meant to be?